Hello everybody, this is Queen Rena, High Priestess, Ascended Master number 11, 144. I hope you guys are doing well and staying safe out there, because I know that a lot of people are protesting all around the United States and over like 140 cities, Chicago, LA, Philadelphia, New York, all these places. And so there are protests and riots that's breaking out. We got buildings going up in flames. We got cars being vandalized and be set on fire. So we got a number of different things that's happening besides the protest. So I want to make sure that you're staying level-headed and you're grounded and you're not out here doing things that can hurt you or hurt somebody else or get in trouble. Okay. Also, I wanted to make a note on that is, people are out here and they're protesting and they're burning up and messing up their own cities where they have to live. I mean, you would think that these people will maybe go to a city who's causing some problems and mess their stuff up, but they're messing their own stuff up. Because I would be mad if someone go and mess up my favorite stores that I go to and I need to go to, and then I don't have those anymore. So that don't even make any sense. Okay, so wanted to make that side note there because sometimes people, they act like zombies. They're not thinking and they're messing up their own stuff. Okay, so that don't even make sense. Okay, so but what I want to let you know is be safe out here when you're doing these protests and think. Okay, and also that brings me to my point of what this video is about. Protests. Are they working now and have they worked in the past? So in order to see if they're working now or if they're going to work, you need to see about the protests that have already happened, especially with the civil rights and with Black people and other groups of people who've done protests. Have protests worked? Okay, some people will say, yes, protests have worked. We got some good things going on. We're making good improvements and stuff. Some people will say protests have not worked effectively, to a full effect, because there really hasn't been that much changes. And so in order to see have these protests work, have, these riots or whatever, have they worked, you have to dig in deeper and you need to open it up and get into the nitty gritty, get into the meat of things, okay? Because something can look good on the outside, can glitter and gold and all that, but that don't mean that it's good on the inside. That don't mean that just because somebody can look good and they can literally have devil energy on the inside. So you have to open something up. You got to inspect something. You got to go through it in order to see, have this worked? Have these protests worked? And looking at these statistics, looking at the actual facts, we see that from 1960s and looking at statistics now, the percentages for unemployment, healthcare, these percentage, all these things, having your own businesses and all that, having disposable income, all that type of stuff, the percentages are literally the same that they were in 1960s. Okay, and so yeah, things might look good on paper. Things might look good or look okay on the outside. Like, oh, okay, things is going move. But when you open it up, when you really get down to the nitty gritty, you will see that as far as on a large scale of significant changes and improvements, that has been minuscule. Okay, few people was able to come up, but still fight to be up. Instead of good amount of people coming up who deserve it, and then having a same level of energy as other people who have come up. They don't have to fight as hard to stay up. Okay? So that is what I'm saying. So that also brings me to my next point. So if we know that protests alone, I'm not saying don't do protests. Protests are good, okay? So we know that protests alone don't necessarily work. We have to also make some significant changes to the system, to certain things, certain places and positions. We have to make significant changes so the right people, so large amounts of the right people, because we want to make sure the right people, large amount of the right people can go up without having to fight harder than other people unnecessarily to go up and also stay up. Because when you have the right people, you want to make sure that they're up. Okay? And you want to make sure as many people who deserve to be up goes up. Because there are some people who deserve to be up and they don't have the right energy, the right whatever to get up. And they deserve to be up. So we want to have the right systems and the right energy and the right stuff in place so those things can happen. So not only can you flourish as a people, but you can spread your talents and your gifts outward and make significant improvements in society as a whole. But it all starts with you first. Okay? And also, this thing is not just on a micro level. This is a micro to also macro level as well. And also, another point that I wanted to make is when you are out here fighting, you know, we got the murder case here of George Floyd here. When you're out here fighting, make sure that you are fighting equally and just as hard for both the black men and also the black women. We know that when Sandra Bland, she died in custody, we did have a little fight. You know, we had some fights here, some people speaking out and stuff. But that was for her. But there's been several other black women around the world, and no one said anything. That's what I know. I've heard a lot of people say stuff like that. No one says anything. No one fights for the black woman. We don't get that much fight for the black when the black woman is hurt and stuff. And that's, like I said, it's not just on the outside. You want to do this on the inside and inside the communities. So, like these cops, Derek Chauvin, he had his knee in George Floyd's neck for over 8 minutes, and then for a few minutes after he was unresponsive. Okay, so we definitely know that watching the video, we definitely know that this cop had some devil energy, some low vibration energy, some energy that was not good inside of him. This is why he was able to do the things he was doing. And also there was 4 cops in all. So you also had the other cops who were just standing by, not saying nothing. Just letting this go down, not saying too much. Not saying something significant where he would stop. Like I said, this thing is a macro micro thing. So different things that's happening inside of the black community, inside these families, this is showing on the outside of what's happening on the inside, like a reflection. So you have certain craziness is going on in these communities and the families, and nobody's fighting. They're not saying too much. They're not doing enough to protect or fight for injustice or people who is doing wrong or are doing wrong, who have devil energy. If you have devil energy, you know you have devil energy, you need to release that. Some people are full-blown devil energy. Okay? And those people need to be cut out of society. People who have a little negative energy, they need to be isolated and controlled and till they get rid of that low vibration energy. Okay? So I just wanted to also make that point because I don't want people to be like, oh, we're going to try to fix as much as we can on the outside, but they not thinking too much about fixing on the inside. You want to do both so it can reflect on the outside. You want to be fix inside and outside. You want to fix both at the same time. Okay, because you can't be trying to go up, you know, in society, in energy, in elevation. In order to go up, you have to earn it. You have to be those type of people in order to go up, in which I'm seeing a lot of you are doing that. I've been watching, I've been paying attention. A lot of you are getting yourself together, getting yourself clean, and you doing that. You're making those strides to go up. So I'm seeing deserving people. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing deserving people. For those of you who know you need to work on yourself, make sure you're doing that work so you can be deserving too. Because you want to go up, you have to, in order to get something and actually keep it, you have to deserve it. You have to earn it first. You have to earn it. You can't keep something. You can maybe sometimes you can get it, but you can't keep it unless you earned it. A lot of people are getting karma and getting stuff taken away from them now because they didn't earn. People when you don't have the right energy and people just give you something, and you have to go through a certain process to earn something, and so you can keep it. Now, if you already have that good energy on inside, you've already earned it. You've already earned it some way from maybe past lives, or from whatever you've done. You've already earned that energy, so you can keep it. But for those of people who have not got themselves together and earned that, so when they get something, they're not able to keep it because they don't have the right energy inside. So a lot of people is going through karma right now, and they're wondering why they lost stuff because things was given to them and they didn't have the right energy. Okay, so those are for people who is noticing some karma, because we got a lot of stuff that's happening now. We in 2020, so it's 2020 vision that's going on now. The veil is lifted. People can't hide things anymore. People can't lie and all that type of stuff. Things is being outed now. That's what people is noticing. What you put out is what you get back. People is noticing that they falling in their own traps now because they don't understand the law of karma. They don't understand what you reap is what you sow is what you reap. What you gonna get? You digging a ditch for somebody else, you don't realize that you gonna fall in that ditch because what you put out is what is gonna be for you. That's why God, Christ, Jesus, Yeshua, whatever you want to call him, he always put out good. That's why he was able to rise up. Because what you good out, he put out good, and so he got good back. And so whoever put out bad is getting bad back. It's like a spiritual blinders over their eyes, and so they keep putting out bad. And they got spiritual blinders over their eyes because they got devil energy. So God, when you have a devil energy, you get a spiritual blinders over your eyes. And so you keep putting out bad here, and then you keep getting bad, and they're not understanding why they keep getting bad because they keep putting out bad. Okay, so people is getting those spiritual blinders taken off. And people are seeing what is what, who is who, what is real, what is not real. So we got a lot of things, a lot of craziness is going on. I know people are feeling a lot of crazy energies. People are in fight mode, just as energy-wise, of trying to get things better as a society, as a whole. And people is tired of craziness and low vibration and injustice. And I just want to let you know is, fighting on the inside, fighting on the outside in society. Also make sure you fighting on the inside in your communities and getting yourself and getting getting your family, getting your people right. You fight so as a whole, inside and out, everything is moving how it's supposed to move. Okay, and you rise higher and you higher. So I wanted to, let you guys know that, so you can be going up, because sometimes people will be trying to go up and they don't realize why why they're still stuck. You can't go up. Really, until you get your inner right too. And you want to make sure black woman and a black man is both fought for equally, and you both rise up. Balance, okay? You can't go up if you don't have balance. That's how you go up. That's how you keep moving. Balance. Stay in balance. That's how you keep moving. You ain't gonna move if you try to go up and then you making somebody else go down here. That's not gonna work. Because you're making this person go down. And so you don't realize these people are connected to you. Your woman is connected to you. So you making that person, you trying to make that person go down. And then you don't realize you being pulled down too. So y'all both going down. So you got to be mindful of these things. Mindful of situations, and that just not in relationships, in families with a black man and a black woman. That's the same thing on the outside. People on the outside, they're trying to pull you down. They don't realize they making themselves go down. People falling in their own traps, in their own ditch. People are reaping what they sowed. Just like they said, karma is a bitch. Karma will still be knocking at your door. The karma will find you, okay? All right? So, and another thing is, I wanted to make a statement about, these protests. People like, protests, they work pretty good. I think it worked pretty good. Yeah, so if you sit up there, okay, you have somebody, and they're not doing right or whatever, and they're okay type of person, you can sit down, you can talk to them. You can be like, hey, I don't like this. You look at them, you let them know, and let them know that you mean business, that you real serious about this, and you like, I don't like this, and you let them know in all the situations, oh, this and this, these things need to be fixed and whatever. Okay, that person, if they're a sound mind type of person, or a good person, okay person, whatever, they gonna work with you. They gonna try to fix those things. But if you have somebody who been acting crazy, be doing craziness and all that type of stuff, you sit down and you do the same thing. Hey, I don't like this. These things is a problem, and so and so and so and so. That person is might, depending on that person's energy, they might be like, okay, I'm gonna fix some stuff, and then the next thing you know, a little bit later, they back to doing the same thing again. Or that person got some devil energy, then they go fly some real devil, some serious devil, because there's levels to that devil energy. They go flying off the case and acting even more crazier. So you just gotta know who you're dealing with. So seeing what's been going on in the world, black people with the statistics being the same as it was in 1960s, with unemployment and also health care, and people having their own businesses and having their own having a good source of financial income or whatever. The statistics are pretty much the same percentage wise. Okay, so you want to be mindful to not just have these protests, but you also want to make significant changes in the system as well. So, because when I have a plate and I'm about to eat, I want to have the main dish here, and I also want to have some side dishes. Okay, maybe even a dessert and a drink. I want to have everything just like everybody else, because that's what I paid for. I sit down at the table. I want to have all the stuff too. I paid for it. I sit down at the table. I want to have all the stuff too. Especially if you are a good, high vibration citizen, you deserve to have those things too. That's why I say get yourself right. Get yourself. A lot of y'all is doing it. I've been paying attention. Y'all get yourselves together, energy wise, health wise, all that type of stuff. Y'all get yourself together, and y'all's rising up. And I'm seeing a lot of y'all deserving to rise up. A lot of y'all is deserving to rise up, and y'all making good, significant changes within yourselves and the communities. And I know that you're going to do that for the world as well. You can spew out to the world and help each other, and y'all rising up. Okay? So, Let's see. Oh, also, we know there's a curfew. So we got curfews, you know, it's just all these riots and craziness has been working out. Make sure y'all pay attention to the curfew, because like I said, I want y'all to be safe out here in these streets. You know, we got a lot of young people out here in the streets, and I did see, you know, the cops pull people over, and you know, I saw it on the news or whatever, pull people over and tase them and all that type of stuff for being out. So make sure y'all is, you know, doing the curfews and all that. And also we got the National Guard coming in to many different cities as well. So y'all be careful, because you know, I know a lot of people have been hearing about martial law. So y'all want to be careful and try to have you know, you can be firm with these protests or whatever. You can be firm, but I'm just saying, try to be careful. And also another thing, some people is having their kids out here in this craziness, and I know I've heard a lot of people say people don't need to be having their kids out in these streets and all this craziness. That I've heard several people, and I've seen on the news, kids and all this type of stuff. So make sure that you is being, like I said, being level-headed, and y'all staying safe out there, okay? So let me see, make sure I got all my points in here. Okay, so yeah, I want to make sure I got all my points here. I got everything here to let y'all know about everything that God want me to let y'all know about, okay? So if you want any all natural products, I do have all natural products for your hair, skin, facial, body, your skin. Have deodorants, toothpaste, hair products. So I pretty much have everything for your body. All my products and services are all on the same website. I got the links below. So also, if you want to take my 4-week high vibration class, I do have a 4-week high vibration class where I help you raise your vibration, raise your consciousness up. So if you need help, you know, you got some energies that need worked on, or you need help keeping your vibration high, keeping yourself together, because that is that is my mission. That's what God, you know, sent me down here for, to help you guys out, to help you raise up in consciousness, keep you high so you can rise, okay? And rise out this low vibration craziness that's been going on for a long time down here on earth, okay? So if you want to take my class, the link is below. Also, if you like me, or you like my, you know, like my videos, you like my content or whatever, and you feel like you got help, or if you want to see more of me, you want to see more of me, you can donate, and the donate link is below as well. Okay, so peace and love to you guys. Mwah.